Probably one of the best examples I can give you of reactive versus proactive is government. Government's pretty good when the terrorists attack New York City. Government is not necessarily very good in preventing those attacks, although that remains to be seen. In other words, the nation didn't really get upset about terrorists until we were actually attacked. That's a reaction there. Healthcare is another example. Healthcare is an absolute nightmare in the United States. It is a boondoggle. The government's reacting to the problems instead of being proactive 10 or 20 years ago, or even proactive now. Government's not doing that. Government is simply reacting. And a third I'll suggest to you is education. The entire educational system in the United States, both secondary and higher education, needs to totally be redone. It's based on archaic principles that are 100 years old, 200 years old, and it's not even based on cognition and learning. So what's happening is we're going to find third world countries, maybe even some African countries, that are going to produce better educated citizens than we are. We will then reform our educational system when we see other countries are beating us. That's a reaction as opposed to a proactive stance. And so I would suggest to you that reaction is supervision. That is, employee does something, you react. You reprimand them, bang. They don't show up on time, bang. You're reacting to what they do. Management, on the other hand, is proactive. Should be proactive. So what supervision tends to produce are compliant employees, and what proactive managers do is they create motivated, engaged employees. So if I'm making a sort of a column there, and why don't we do this, Brenna? We have reactive on one side, reactive, proactive on one side. Directly below reactive, we can put supervision and compliant, and directly under proactive, we can put management and motivated/engaged. Okay, so that sort of, in business today, those companies that are reactive are getting slammed and they're going out of business. The ones that are proactive are the ones that are surviving and in a sense, growing. So I wanted to make that distinction.